I don't know if this video has cured me of colour blindness or just made everything else look more grey by comparison. Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where I've got to say I've been given quite a surprise by WAGAMAMA RAKIA's latest song, Joker. Their previously popular track, Survive, was a big favourite of mine, and I can't deny that I played it to death for a good long while, thanks in no small part to the catchy hook, amazing delivery, and a kind of attitude that felt more in keeping with the song than just bravado for bravado's sake, unlike with some artists. However, I would fully accept anyone saying that Survive was a really enjoyable example of something we had admittedly all heard many times before. Direct hard rock guitar lines, rap and angsty melodies done to a combined perfection, but not pushing the boundaries of originality at the same time. So I was gonna follow up that review with a review of the Survive EP that Survive was on when suddenly Joker dropped out of nowhere. Now, whichever I reviewed, the initial concern had been that if Survive is them perfecting a familiar sound, do they have more variation in the rest of their work, or is it all going to be lesser attempts at the same thing? Well, Joker certainly answered that one. Bombastic video aside, it starts with a similarly dark tone to Survive, fronting angry charging guitars, which do get the blood pumping nice and fast. However, Joker is playing a dangerously long game for a single, and yet a very rewarding one, taking a whole minute to reach the ultra catchy chorus, which is of a very different tone and ultimately is supposed to be your earworm takeaway, and certainly is the thing that you remember for most going forwards. But really, this is more of a criticism of the general lack of attention span most people have than the song's actual pacing. Like I say, it is rewarding if you're ready for the fact that it takes a long time to get round to the hook. I mean, we've all played a friend a song we want them to hear, only to find that they're talking or looking at their phone before it's even got to the first chorus. In a generation very used to finding new songs on TikTok, a whole minute of tonal misdirection at the beginning does take some guts. Because when that hook arrives, you suddenly get transported from hard-rocking hip-hop crossover to sing-along skater punk. I mean, this is the Blink-182 chorus they never recorded, and I mean that in a good way. It's catchy, fun, and really engaging as well as being likeable. It's a Japanese girl group fat-lipped by Sum 41 in how it juggles pop, hard rock, and rap. The bright and upbeat video was a wise choice also both for how aesthetically bonkers it is and for how it keys in first-time listeners to the change of tone that is coming. But Joker stands out upon repeat listens in part because of its avoidance of relying on the chorus. There is so much more on offer here, and the spacing of the choruses is all the more rewarding for how you work up to them. Once again, as with Survive, the vocal melodies are varied and interesting but easy to access, and the bridge rap is absolutely perfectly matched to the song, demonstrating a level that most pop group rappers wouldn't ever come close to. It genuinely is good fun hip-hop, right there breaking things up. So I do wonder how well Joker will go down with wider audiences. It has all the catchiness and endearing energy that you would ever want from a great single, and yet certainly is more of a grower due to it requiring patience from first-time listeners to assert its intended tone, and the rather genre-hopping arrangement being easier to follow once you've heard it through a couple of times over already. I have an unproven belief that Japanese audiences tend to give songs more of a chance, so I hope it does really well here, and given it's clocked a quarter of Survive's views in 1 week, it doesn't look set to be a disappointment at least. And moving on, if this superb delivery and encapsulating energy can be kept at the core of what they do in future, I can really imagine this being a sign that I would be quite a future fan. So anyway, what is today's metaphor? Well, Joker is a surprise birthday party. You knew something was probably coming, but end up being surprised by familiar faces and liking them all the more for the effort they put in, and the good memory you get to carry forwards. Oh, and it's very loud and very colourful as well. So there you go, and I look forward to seeing your comments on this video because all opinions about music are subjective after all, so share yours and let's get this conversation started. A big thank you to anyone who likes or subscribes or follows any of the social medias linked in the description below. An even bigger thank you to our Patreons who of course keep this channel running because no adverts, we're not monetized. And a final special thank you to you for making it through to the end of this video. So until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, ciao ciao.